Trump administration pushes sweeping layoffs amid Musk's radical budget overhaul. Washington, D.C., in a move that underscores the Trump administration's aggressive cost cutting agenda, federal agencies have been directed to brace for another wave of large scale layoffs. A memo issued on Wednesday by White House Budget Director Russell Vought and Charles Ezell, acting head of the Office of Personnel Management, instruct agencies to prepare for a significant reduction in workforce numbers, adding to the staggering 1 lakh employees who have already been dismissed or opted for buyouts. The directive demands that agencies submit workforce reduction plans by March 13, just 1 day before the current government funding deadline. While the precise number of additional layoffs remains unspecified, the directive signals an intensifying push to restructure the federal government under President Trump's fiscal policy framework. Musk's role in radical budget cutbacks compounding the uncertainty. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk attended his first cabinet meeting with the administration on Wednesday. Although he did not take a seat at the official table, his presence underscored his growing influence over the administration's cost cutting strategies. Musk spearheading an initiative to slash $1 trillion from the sprawling $6.7 trillion federal budget has become a controversial figure in Washington's fiscal restructuring efforts. Despite these ambitious fiscal policies, government spending has continued to rise. A Reuters analysis of Treasury data revealed that $710 billion was spent during the first month of the new administrations, making a 13% increase from the previous year. The surge is largely attributed to swelling interest payment on national debt and escalating expenditures on healthcare and retirement benefit driven by the country's aging population. Musk's radical cost cutting measures have sent shockwaves across the federal workforce, with at least 25,000 employees already dismissed and an additional 75,000 offered buyouts. Those terminated thus far have predominantly been employees with less than a year of service, aligning with civil service rules that make newer hires more vulnerable to layoffs. However, signs suggest that long-term career officials are increasingly being targeted. Sources within the Internal Revenue Service indicate that leadership has been bracing for another round of job cuts beyond the 12,000 already marked for termination. At the Department of the Interior, officials have been instructed to draft workforce reduction plans ranging from 10% to as high as 40%, potentially affecting agencies like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Bureau of Indian Affairs. As the federal government hurtles toward further reduction, the uncertainty surrounding these cutbacks continues to fuel anxiety among civil servants and lawmakers alike. With the March 13 deadline fast approaching, agencies face mounting pressure to align with the administration's sweeping restructuring plans or risk being swept away in the tide of fiscal reform.